And then you just rub it into a smooth paste and you just run. Ha ha. Hello. Welcome to the Liching Hour. Tonight we are returning to Intrigue at the Court of Chaos, where we left our. Well, before we get to that, let's do in-dungeon news. It's Friday night. Again, I want to apologize to each and every monster in the dungeon for what happened last Saturday night. Jumping out of a cake to surprise a 238-year-old vampire wasn't the smartest idea I've ever had. In fact, it might be right up there with the prank I pulled on the Mages Council. Turns out that both wizards and vampires have no tolerances for surprises. Who knew? Learn something new every millennia. I'm just glad that we didn't lose anybody, although I am being told that Grim of the Goblin and Terrence the Knoll are becoming more, are coming to terms with now being vampires. We welcome you both to HR. In other news, arts and craft rooms on levels 2, 3, and 4 have a fresh supply of markers and crayons. Let's get those screen breaks in, monsters. Especially you, goblins. I know you've been gold farming and wow. I love your entrepreneurship, but you gotta give those peepers a break. It looks like that's it for now. Viva la dungeon! Okay. Back to the party. Where did we last leave our heroes? Our heroes had overall, they were sent to the plane of law by the Court of Chaos itself to retrieve an ancient chaotic artifact. They went to the plane of law. They completed, I would say, were successful in 5 different trials. One of which had our Cassius, our woodsman turned, our woodcutter turned warrior. He wasn't a hero, anti-hero. Charging in and self-sacrificing, well, kind of giving himself up to the Fiend Blade, the great magical artifact, his sword that he had from the last adventure. He attacked this great, huge beast as one of the trials, and was supposedly, we thought, was dead, but we found him again in the next room after they completed the trial, and he was alive and changed. He had been changed from chaotic to lawful. So, as you can see in the current party thing, we now have Cassius up with there's now more lawful than there is chaotic and neutral in the party. This matters at some point in the near future. Let's see. Everybody kind of made it through. One thing I realized as I was thinking about tonight and how things are going to roll out, we haven't really. One thing about me just doing the whole story is I'm narrating it and narrating it as a story going on. There isn't a lot of interplayer interaction going on, so we haven't really got a snapshot of what the party dynamic is like. Together. No banter or that kind of stuff. That's not how I've been doing this, but let's take a moment. I want to take a moment and think about this. These guys, if you remember, this adventure starts after they had all been part of this horrific experience that changed them. They all started individually improving themselves and moving up to level 1. And then hearing that there was going to be a play about their adventure, and this this traveling troupe had come, and that kind of drew them all together. And at that point, they were sucked away by the play itself was just a trick, a ruse in order to get them and pull them to the Court of Chaos. So, and then once they were at the Court of Chaos, they were running because the Court of Chaos demanded that they get this artifact, and they go to the plane of law, and they went to the plane of law, and they had to do these tests and stuff. But so they haven't had a chance to really actually. Though they did have one chance. They had a night where they had to discuss whether or not they were going to take the deal. But they were under a lot of pressure, and some of them, well, all of them, were approached individually by different members of the Court of Chaos and trying to strike a deal to get them to betray their friends and take their friends is such a strong word here, their party mates, and betray them and bring the egg to them, to that single, whoever that was that came to them from the Court of Chaos. So, long story short, they haven't had a lot of time for any kind of personal growth between them all. But if we dig in a little bit, there is gonna be a little bit like Snope and Meg, um, the dwarf and the elf. They've been longtime friends, but then Snope disappeared right after the first adventure for like 5 months, and Megal had no idea where he went. So she's still hurting from that a little bit, but they're still kind of a team. They've known each other quite some time, and then Gunther is so obviously um, part of that. He's so obviously lawful that they kind of feel drawn to him too. They feel the lawfulness of the little clique there. Um, Although they don't know Gunther, they haven't known him for a long time. They just naturally kind of click with him. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Um, Pix. Now Pix was the beggar in one of the villages. I believe it was the one. It was Damp Moss. Yeah, it was Damp Moss. That's where Talia and Barrow came from, and a couple other people from the first adventure who didn't make it. She'd always been a beggar. No one in the group has really connected with Pix, I don't think. Pix is a thief. She's been a beggar for a long time. She keeps to herself because she doesn't really connect with people very well. And so in this kind of setting, she's always been there. I think. Anybody who in chat, by the way, who might be watching now, um, me rambling here, if you got any thoughts on how these relationships might kind of actually intermingle, and this is cool for the story to know, but it also might play into a little bit of what's going to happen in the future in this adventure specifically. But anyway, so if you have thoughts, throw them my way. We'll work them in. But Pix, so anyway, so she got a little bit of a secret. She got a little bit of secret as of one of the last trials. One of the trials from last week, they had to drink a series of potions in a correct order, which turned out to be in the order of rainbow colors in a rainbow. She was the first one to drink one out of order, and we didn't know what happened at that point. It just tasted really bad, and but because of that, they figured out what they needed to do and they drank them. Well, come to find out, she's not sure if it was that or what, but in the very last trial from last week, they had to fight these lions and make it on top of this what do you call it, balance thingamabob. She had to go around. She had to sneak around these lions and get up on the scales and do some stuff. It wasn't terribly hard work, but she did break out a sweat a little bit, just enough to where she saw her skin. No one else noticed this, but her skin started glowing, like she's almost like light was shooting out of her pores, and she covered it, and then when everybody cleared out of that room and going down, by the time she got back down out of that room into the kind of common room where all the doors were for all the different trials, her skin had settled down. She wasn't glowing anymore, so she's a little freaked out by that. But she's made a deal. Or actually, we'll get back to that. Everybody was visited by a different court of chaos person, and Pix is no exception. So there's Pix. Then we've got Cassius. Now Cassius, he has been the outspoken kind of voice of reason and intelligence from both adventures, both this last one and this one. But up until now, he's been chaotic. He's very low in personality. He had this demon blade that at the end of the last adventure, everyone has been trying to stay away from him a bit, not knowing what was going to happen there. And they're pretty sure he had been the one that's been practicing his skills by being a bandit. At least a couple of them were suspecting it. So up until then, the party just kind of treated him as, we listen, like especially Snope and Gunther and Megal, the lawful people, the law people, they kind of treated him as like they'll listen to him, but he was more like a necessary kind of evil. But now he's lost his sword. He approaches them. He's learned something. He's grown considerably, or changed considerably due to his sacrifice. He's almost not the same person anymore. There's light in his eyes. He smiles. They'd never seen him smile. And even right away, there seems to be an immediate connection with Snope and Gunther and Meg. Um, to Everyone notices it, even Talia and Barrow. That's gonna grow probably, but he is a little bit of a changed man. Talia and Barrow, the way this kind of, they've always been voices that everyone's listened to in the team as well. Um, Nobody would hang out with them though. I mean, even over in Partridge Quarry, where Snope and Meg come from, they had heard of how Talia and Barrow had taken a lot of credit for things that had happened in the ancient fort of the Chaos Lords from the last adventure, and how they'd been using that as a way to spread rumors about themselves and kind of grow a little bit in the community even more so and gain a little prestige and power. Snope and Meg had heard of this too. So there was a certain amount of distrust already with Talia and Barrow. Distrust in the sense that the people in law know that they're out for whatever gets Talia and Barrow more money, power, whatever it is. And they're not necessarily hiding it. And Talia and Barrow aren't necessarily hiding it. They have had no reason to up until now. So I'd say there's a little bit of, it's not so much distrust, but there was never trust to begin with those guys. So that's kind of where the party dynamic is. They've gelled well together because of shared problems in the past, and then this shared kind of sense of purpose for themselves. They've gelled as a party, and as each challenge has come up, they've been able to achieve things. So they're working cohesively as a team, and everybody realizes that to a degree. Maybe not so much Pix, because she still feels kind of like an outsider to the whole group. And she hasn't been, well, she helped out a little bit in that last challenge, and she did help out with the rainbow and the drinking thing. So she has been a big part of it too. So I can't say that. Okay, so there's a little bit of a setup to the relationships in the party. And I think I need to say, I gotta start my stream off every time. I think I need to do that like right after news. It'd probably be a good time to do this. What we're trying to accomplish here. So I'm the Lich. This is the Liching Hour. I am running you through adventures in Dungeon Crawl Classics. This is an adventure part of a campaign. We're following these characters. We're going to see where they go. The intent, though, is to play via chat. Anybody who wants to speak up, and we will integrate it into the story. I want to do that versus trying to get somebody's rolling dice and stuff. I'll take care of rolling the dice and all that jazz. You just throw out ideas of what people could be doing. Anybody, heroes, monsters, whatever. And we'll work it in the story and see where we go. And I think I'm going to be saying that and I need to kind of reiterate that every episode. So anyway, so that's where we are. So we have our characters. Gunther has gone around and done a little lay on hands on a couple of people that were hurt from the last challenge. They found themselves, they're in the heart of a huge cataphract, this huge hanging diamond in the plane of law. They're in the heart of it, inside of it. They were in this room that they were in, had 5 doors to 5 different portions, where each one was a different trial. Now that they finished all the trials, they have a key from the last one, and there's stairs have appeared that go up to another door. And it's time for them to walk up the stairway to heaven. And they do, slowly, one by one, in the order of Snope, Megal, and Gunther, Cassius. We've moved Cassius up. He's kind of naturally gravitating towards the law side of the group. Pix, Barrow, and then Talia are heading up the stairs in that order. And when they open the door, we will read what they see. The celestial door swings open to the music of the spheres, dulcet tones of unearthly instruments announcing your entrance. The chamber before you is a massive dome fashioned from bright blue marble flecked with spotless white. A wide walkway circles the perimeter of this 90-foot wide room. Directly before you is a bridge, extending from the encircling causeway to a triangular platform hanging unsupported above a gulf of sultry, studded star-studded night. Sultry, star-studded night. That's probably what it's like outside right now, actually. Salty, sultry. Looks like this right here. A number of figures stand atop the platform, surrounding a crystal plinth. Floating above the plinth is a large egg of cerulean blue. So that's what they came for, the yolkless egg. And there it is, floating on the end of that platform. But surrounding it are figures that we don't see just yet. So the party comes in, get through the doors. And as they start moving on the down the bridge, just as they start, the figures kind of as if alerted by them all coming in the door, turn and start walking down the pathway. The first one is a lot shorter than the other ones, and suddenly, very quickly, it becomes very odd for the whole group. There's a bit of disorientation because they're seeing themselves. They're seeing exact reflections of themselves come walking down. But Snope watches as he himself walks down the bridge and then stops maybe 10 feet from him and goes, what trying to think of the best word. What the hell are you doing here? Basically, he goes, what do you hope to achieve here? Snope takes a moment. He's staring at himself, but it's himself that seems better. It's healthier. He's a little more girthier. He looks like he's trained more than Snope. He definitely looks like a better Snope. Snope's our dwarf. What do you wish to do here? What should they say? Any ideas? That's what this Snopes 2 asks. Behind him, the others look. Everybody looks over to see, standing almost in perfect symmetry behind the other Snope, is a duplicate of each of them. But just like Snope's looking at, each one looks a little better. The Cassius looks a little bit stronger. Cassius has always been a bit sickly his whole life. This guy looks, this Cassius, he's a little bit hardier stock. Megal, even more beautiful than she already was. A little more hawkish. But she doesn't have, Megal's twin doesn't have a hawk. Which may be an advantage, depending on what happens. Pix looks like a Pix that may have, what comes to Pix's mind is this one that she's looking at had parents and had a life, didn't grow up on the streets. And then Barrow's a very fat. He's not a very fat, but he's a fat elf. He's a fat guy. He's big, not in a muscular way. And the one that he's looking at looks from where he's standing looks thinner, more bulky in the muscular way. Let's put it that way. More bulky in the muscular way than the fat way. What do you want? What do you hope to accomplish here? Snope decides to go right for it. We come for the egg. Aye, we come for that. Do you have, what are they looking for? They are looking for something. Snopes 2 goes, do you have your sigils? The sigils of the Scions? Show us now, and you may leave with the egg. Snope looks around. We had to set aside our sigils for the challenges that we've just went through. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. You must leave. Go on now. The reflections all seem to get a little more tense. Readied. Let's put it that way. Readied. Gunther steps up. He talked at the court, and he's very, very self-righteous, very righteous. He pushes up past Snope and says, "We come with a full intent of serving your masters to the best of our ability, and we'd hope that you would you let us by, even though we do not have the sigils that you desire." The Gunther that the reflection Gunther steps up around the reflection Snope and says, "You without the sigils, you cannot pass. You must understand the law. Don't you?" Gunther really doesn't have anything to say to that, because, yeah, he's supposed to. Talia speaks up. She's the barrister. She's an elven barrister. Before she became the elf first level, she was a barrister. So she pushes her way up to just near, just beside Snope and Gunther. And she says, "Look, we have completed all the challenges. We are worthy of this egg. We are more worthy than even you. Stand aside, guardians. Your time is done. We're going to take the egg." And they meet her with the sound of weapons leaving scabbards. There's not much they can do here. There's not even a roll that can happen. It's party time. We have a full-on mirror battle about to happen in this room with this weird walkway and this bridge. The character, our party, is down near the door on that first square. The others are about 2 squares up down that bridge. This should be good. Right. So we got to roll initiatives. Got a lot of initiatives. All right. No. Yes. Okay. No. Black. There you go. Okay. So black is going to be the reflections. So I'm going to roll for each one. Snope reflection is 14. Snope non is 11. Real Snope. Oh no, I'm sorry. Real Meggle is 14. Reflection Meggle is 3. Whoa. Yeah. Gunther is 2. Reflection Gunther is 3. Pix 14. Reflection is 15. Cassius is 17. His reflection is 15. Talia is 9. Reflection is 11. And a tie with Barrow. His reflection is going to go first. Okay. We'll do ties first. So, in a tie with initiative, the person with the most agility is going to go, unless they're tied there. So between Snope and Meggle, Real, looks like Meggle's going to be going. And then between Pix and Cassius, Pix is definitely going. Well, the reflections. Right, so. Who's got the most? Real Cassius is going first. Then it's going to be Mirror Pix. Well, this is going to be a fun battle to take to figure out. Okay, so Pix, Cassius. Then Cassius, Reflection Cassius. Well, good thing. So they have they're identical except for the reflections seem a little bit more healthy, which is kind of translating to a bit more of a hit point increase and a little bit better skills wise. But they also have the exact same weapons. Long story short, it's a good thing that Cassius doesn't have the Fiend Blade anymore, because this might have got kind of crazy, even more crazy than it's about to be. Next up, Magul. No, we got Magul, right? No, not real Magul. Real Magul. And then Pix, real Pix. And Snope, real Snope. That's 14s. And then drop down to 11. Fake Talia. And real Talia. No. Fake Talia and fake Snope. Then that was 11. And then real Talia. Then we got fake Borrow. Fake Meggle, fake Gunther. No. Yes. Borrow and Gunther. Real Gunther. Alright, so this is quite a cool setup, I think. We got a little bit of us, our heroes starting first, but then a little bit of the other team, and a little bit of our heroes, back and forth. Let's party. Okay. First up is Cassius with his longsword. He is he doesn't have anything ranged. I mean, what he's going to have to do is get up close and personal. He moves at 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10 feet each. So he can definitely make it. So he's a warrior, and he can attempt a mighty deed. I feel like, actually, hold up. Before I say the first move, anybody in chat who's watching who wants to participate in the battle, Cassius is up first. The real Cassius. Will the real Cassius please stand up? So, what should he do? What would you like him to do? Going once, going twice. And I think Cassius is going to stride up and attempt to knock Snopes into that sultry sky. Yes. That's what he's going to do. So he's declaring a mighty deed. He's going to declare a mighty deed where he's going to walk up. He's going to throw his longsword and attempt to kick him off the platform. Cassius doesn't even have a well, he's lawful now. Like none of them really want to do this, but they don't have a choice, right? They've got to steal him, otherwise the Court of Chaos is gonna throw them in the soup as well. Okay, so yeah, he's doing that. AC is Snope. Reflection Snope is 13. Cassius rolls at a -1. And he rolls his D die as a D3. Got that. Alright, let's do this. 6. 6, 7, 8. He would have to burn 5 luck for that to happen. He is not burning any luck. Cassius strides up. He swings, and Reflection Snope just hit. It's almost like he saw it coming. Just with his sword, with his shield. Thank you for playing, Cassius. Next up, we have a Reflection Picks. So this is gonna be an interesting part. Is how do we play the reflection of the player? Whoa, technical difficulties. Slip over. Boom. Fix that in just a second. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah. The question is, how's that? Not bad. Not bad. There we go. Right on. All right. Hi, big face. Okay. Pix is a thief. She has a sling. She's pretty good at it. With it. She got a dagger. She's got no way to sneak up on anybody right now. I feel like the best thing she's gonna do is pop out her sling and go for it. So, reflection pick. We hear, who is she throwing at? Yes, she's gonna throw at Cassius, right? Because he just walked his butt up there and tried to hit Snope off the platform. So, picks. And she rolls an 18. Doing 1d4 plus 2. The rock, the stone, flies straight and true. Ooh, and smacks Cassius very hard in the head. Shtok. Blood goes flying. 6 points of damage. Blood's running in his eye. Alright, so those picks. Now Reflection Cassius. He's gonna do the exact same thing. He's gonna walk up and he's gonna attempt to kick Cassius off the platform. He's gonna do the exact same thing Cassius just tried to do to Snope. Fake Snope. Okay. Well, he gets no modifier plus 0. Cassius armor class is 13. Dude misses. He goes to swing, and even though Cassius's eye is filled with blood, he still sees him coming and does a quick kind of duck and roll. Well, not duck and roll, but kind of a duck, and to have the sword go over him. And he moves back a bit, just a little bit. So we got we got Cassius. We got Cassius out in front with fake Snope. Yeah, because Pix just used a stone. Used a sling. Alright. Real Meg. Real Meg. Real Meg is going to charm person. Okay. Real Meg is going to cast charm person. It's got 120 foot range. She's going to attempt to charm. Who should she charm? Who should she charm? Any thoughts? Should she charm Reflection Snope? Reflection Cassius? Her own reflection? Any thoughts from chat? While you think about that, I'm going to pull up the spell itself. Yeah. Okay, so reflection of her. Hey, Narf. Nice to see you, man. So, right. Well, here's the funny part. So, she's going to go cast that. She's going to target herself. Okay? Well, herself is going to attempt to counter that spell by casting Charm Person back at her. This is something cool DCC has where when dueling spellcasters, it's the rulings are a little vague on it. It says if there's attack spells, you can counter with the other attack spell. I'm going to count Charm Person as an attack spell. So she's going to attempt, Mirror Meg is going to attempt to counterspell it. So the way we do that, we get 2 d20s, so both 10, 1 for each Meg. Then we're going to have opposing skill rolls. Or spell checks. So normal Meg has a what does she have? She has a +2, and Reflection has a +3. Reflection is going to be the blue die. Yeah, the blue die. Our Meg is going to be the purple die. All right, it's kind of a tight fit, but our Meg, real Meg, won the roll with an 11. Well, 13 to 12. So we're going to move her up to 11 here. And we're going to consult a chart. There's a fancy chart for when you counterspell. Okay. Wait, it's, what did I say? It was 13 to 12. 13 to 12. We're going to roll a D3 on the counterspell chart. D3 is, where's my D3? Doesn't matter, I guess. No. Oh, here it is. All right. 3. And then I believe it's +1 because she won. Yep. All right. Attacker high. Overwhelm. Attacker spell takes effect. Defender spell is canceled. Love yourself. Yes. How vain. So, okay. So, Real Megal, casting Charm spell on herself, succeeds. And now we got to find out what actually, now she's actually got to charge herself. Meanwhile, when she casts a spell, her mercurial effect, the thing that happens when only Megal casts that spell, I guess this happens with both of them. These, suddenly these little demons come rippling out of her skin, just like born from her skin. As immediate as the spell kind of happens, they come bursting out of her skin, out of her, everywhere she's got skin, rolling down her arms as she kind of extends her hand to cast the Charm Person. And they spread out around her. And people next to her move away. Snope and Gunther, they kind of move away a little bit. And there's this rising gibbering that happens from these little demons, kind of thing, and then you hear it in stereo because it happens on the other side to with the even though her spell was canceled, that this kind of effect happens as well. If there were enemies nearby, these little demons would attack them, but there aren't any in within 10 feet, so they don't. But they are all around her, and while she casts, which is kind of a crazy effect when the spell is charm person. But anyway, so the manifestation of the spell, though, 2. She puts her hands out. These gibbering demons come flying out, come spreading out, but they're not. The gibbering demons aren't as loud as the lullaby kind of music that plays, that comes shooting out of her hands, kind of like auditory coming, just flowing from her hands. And let's see. Okay, so will check. Mirror. It comes down to Mirror Meg's got to make a will check at +3. She's got to beat a 13, but she didn't. So the will check would have to be against our Meg's spell check, what she rolled, which was 13. So Mirror Meg rolled a 8 or 9 actually, and is going to be out dazed for 1 to 4 rounds. 1 to 4? Yeah, 1 to 4 rounds. 4, straight up 4. All right, Mirror Meg is dazed for 4 rounds. What does dazed mean? Dazed targets can move at half speed but can perform no other actions. Okay, she can move but no other actions. All right. Nice. Good job, non-Mirror Meg. That brings us to real picks. All right, so real picks is going to start moving to the right along this kind of the pathway here, and so she can get a clear shot with her sling. She's not going to aim for herself because that's just going to be a little too weird for her. No, she's going to aim. Okay, she's going to try to repay the favor that the other picks did, and she's going to try to hit Mirror Cassius. Mirror Cassius is rocking a pretty good AC, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 14. The stone falls into the sultry night below. The sultry story night below. Snope. Real Snope. Real Snope bellows, and since he's right up there in the front anyway, he bellows, sets his shield in his shoulder, and goes to slam into. He's gonna also attempt to slam his doppelganger into, because he sees him as a big threat. Slam him and maybe carry him over and throw him off the bridge. So he is going to be rolling for a mighty deed as well. Okay, awesome. This is sweet. Oh, yeah. I want you to see this too. So he is succeeding. So when a warrior attempts to do a mighty deed, he rolls his deed die. A beginning warrior starts out with a 1d3. He's got to roll a 3 or more. So Snope not only hit, but he also hit the 3. So he's going to, he slams into Mirror Snope, slams into him with his shield and his longsword. He hits him with his longsword and then kicks him, and we see Mirror Snope fall back. He lets go of his shield, his longsword, and cries out as he disappears down into the sultry, starry night. Boom. based on the rolls I had last weekend, that was awesome. One Snope down, one mirror down. Uh-oh. Reflection Talia, one of our elves. So, Reflection Talia is going to starts making the motions to cast sleep. She's going to make everybody go to sleep. Well, our Talia notices that and goes to counter. So we're going to try to counter a sleep spell. Black is Reflection. Purple is Talia. Our Talia. Our Talia has a +1 spell check. Mirror Talia has a +2. Wow. Okay. Well, I said black was mirror, right? So black is rocking a 22, and purple is rocking a 19. 19? Yeah. 22 and 19. So, doesn't mean that the counter doesn't happen. Doesn't mean that at all, but let's see. 22 is attackers, 19, D5. Okay, we're rolling a D5 on the chart. D5. 1d10 divided by 2. It's a 1 + 1. Attacker high. Push through D8. Roll D8. Subtract this from the defender's spell check. Defender spell takes effect at this lower result. An attacker spell takes effect first at normal spell check result. Okay. So, we got to roll a D8. Okay. Talia's spell's going to work at 16 after Mirror Talia's works at 22. Okay. Let's see what happens. What's funny is when Talia casts the spell, her mercurial effect, the thing that happens when Talia does she does the spell, is suddenly a wave of a warm energy rockets out in a 15-foot radius from her, healing anybody in the range 1d6. No one's hurt right now. Yes, wait, who's hurt? Cassius is. She's not 15 feet within Cassius. Let's see. No. Cassius is about 20 feet away, so he doesn't get the benefit of it. Nobody else is really hurt right now. Anyway, that's what happened. Oh, wait. Hold on. It affects everybody, and Cassius is within 15 feet of the other Talia, the Mirror Talia. It heals 1d6, and he gets healed for 4. Awesome. So what happened right there is Talia, her special power, not special power, but the special thing that happens whenever she casts the sleep spell is that she heals anybody within 15 feet. Being a chaotic person, it's not something that's really, really something she prefers to have happen. But so the other Talia casting it did the same thing because she's a mirror opposite, or not a mirror, she's not a mirror opposite, but a mirror, and so she healed Cassius, our boy. And where is sleep? All right. 21. So this Mirror Talia extends her hands, and this ray of shimmering dust flies out at the group at the other end of the bridge. Up to 4 targets must save or fall into a normal sleep for 1 to 6 hours. or one target can be placed in a supernatural sleep for 1d4 hours. Normal sleep can be interrupted by normal means. However, both normal and supernatural sleep must have a specified interrupt condition, which automatically awakens the target. Oh. And then, so, for example, being kissed by a prince, or smelling the fragrance of a rose, or hearing a clock strike midnight, the caster must possess material components related to the interrupt condition. So, what's Talia got? Talia's just got a water skin. Okay, yeah. Mirror Talia casts sleep with the intent to put up to 4 people to sleep naturally that can be only awakened by splashing water on them. Okay, but they all get to save. So the first 4 people up front, this is going to hit. It's going to, well, no. She's not going to cast it at the people in front. Snope and Cassius are out of it. It's going to be Gunther, Meggle. Gunther? No. It'll be the back 4. It's going to be Meggle, Pix, Talia, and Barrow. So Meggle needs to make a will save. The will. Oh. So they got to make a will save and beat 22. This is they might be going to sleep. They might be going to sleep. All right, Meg. Roll good. Whoops. All right, she rolled off camera there. But she only made an 18. Here, let's do that. Meggle's falling asleep. Meg. Let's roll for Pix. 12. Not good. Talia. Talia is even worse. And wow, Barrow rolls a critical failure. Oh boy. All 4 of these people are going to sleep. Which makes me wonder if Talia's spell... Okay, Talia's spell is still going to fire off, though. So, let's do this. Everyone's going to fall asleep for 3 rounds. Or, 3 hours. These guys are out of the fight. Unless someone splashes water on their face. So, we've got that. But our Talia's spell goes off. And she rolled a just barely as 11. Oh, okay, it was 11. She lost her spell. You have to have a. Oh wait, no. She. I guess she's got to burn luck because I don't think you can. So there's thing as spell burn, where such a thing as spell burn, where you can. It's like luck, where you can burn luck. You can burn agility. Not agility, but agility, strength, or stamina points in order to add points to your spellcasting. But I think it has to happen before. Yeah. She would have had to have done that before. But she can't burn luck now. Her luck is pretty good, actually. She's gonna burn a point of luck. In order to make that happen, to at least pass the spell, one target within range must make a save or fall asleep for 1d6 turns. She's going to do the same thing, though, because she's got the water skin. This person has to be woken up by water. I guess it would be smart that she would have casted it right back at herself as well, just like Meg. What do you think, Narf? Should Talia have put herself back to sleep? Or put herself to sleep? I think so. Okay, so Mirror Talia has to beat a 12 with her will save in order to not go to sleep. She's got +2. She made it with a 19. Okay, half of our party, over half of the party, is asleep. They fall at the on the back of the back into that platform. They fall asleep. Snope, Cassius, they're up in the mix. Gunther is a little bit further back from those two, but he hears the thump behind him and he turns to see his the rest of the party laying down asleep. Should Gunther run back to try to wake people up? Or would he think to do that? Or would he race forward to attempt to I mean the reflection people are down one person, but not anymore. Would he join the fray or would he run back to try to wake people up? What do you guys think? Faking. Wake him up. Okay. I'm with you, Narf. Let's do it. So, Gunther, being the healer and the cleric, as it were, he rushes back. The first person he comes to is Meg. And he's trying to wake her up. Wake up, wake. Let's see. He gets a move, which he just did. He runs back, and he gets an action. And we're not going to give it to him right away. He does have some holy water. I don't see why he wouldn't attempt to dump some holy water on somebody, but I don't think it's going to be his first idea. So I think he's going to he's going to run up, he's going to get down on his knees, and he's going to try to shake Megal awake. And that's going to be his turn. Well, actually, my bad. It's not even his turn yet. That was Talia. That was Mirror Talia's turn. Mirror Snope is out of here. Peace out, Mirror Snope. Which brings us back to, I believe it brings us back to Talia. Or no, it brings us to Talia. Our Talia, who is asleep. So, Reflection Borrow is next up. Reflection Borrow, what kind of nasty spells does he have? Reflections Burrow has a spell that we haven't had a chance to cast because there wasn't a lot of fighting last session. Burrow has this cool spell called Ekam's Mystical Mask. He's gonna cast that. He's got a +3 spell check. A roaring sound of thunder. That's the mercurial effect of when Burrow casts his spell. And then we're going to look it up. Page 137. Yeah. Now, Burrow only has one spell. It's because it was the only one he could steal. He actually ripped it out of the grimoire, Talia's grimoire, and stole it because she wasn't sharing, and he didn't have one. He cast it at 19. Okay. When he goes to cast, there's thunder, and then he just kind of plucks this mask out of thin air and applies it to his face. And he is now it defends him against magic spells. Yeah, and it's like a faceted quartz-like appearance. Basically, he's protected from any other magic spells. But I guess, yeah. So if Gunther tries to paralyze him, he's going to have a hard time doing that. So that was Burrow. Plus a mask of anti-magic out of the air. Gunther. Oh no, Mirror Gunther. Mirror Gunther. Speaking of paralysis, he's got to be touching people though. I guess he could. I mean, if I could cast paralysis, that's the first thing I'd do. So, two options. Gunther runs up. So first we got Cassius and we got Snope up in the front lines. Snope had just kicked other Snope off the thing. Um, Cassius is brawling, just got healed. Mirror Gunther could run up to one of those two and attempt to paralyze them, or he could run up and attempt to hit them. What do we think? Hardcore with a paralysis, or hardcore with his staff? I say we do paralysis. I'm voting paralysis. 264. He does this with like a punch. So Gunther strides up in the vacuum that was where Mirror Snope used to be, and he goes to punch, do a kind of an open fist paralysis punch on our Snope. His spell check is at +2, and he rolls a 14. 14. He rolls a 14. As he does this, and as he doesn't actually hit Snope, he gets so close. But when he does get close, he stops with a snap, and this gray kind of ethereal mist like just billows out from his hand, coating Snope. Um, 15. Okay. All right, I did this wrong. So paralysis works a little differently than this. Paralysis, he basically, it's like an enchant weapon spell. He's going to cast it, and then his hands and his staff are charged with the energy of paralysis, and then he's got to actually hit somebody with those in order for it to happen. So Mirror Snopes is going to cast it, and he successfully cast it. And as he cast it, this gray smoke is going to appear around his hands and up and down his staff, and that was his action for the turn. So next turn, he's going to start hitting people with his staff, and which is even cooler because he can then keep using it for 1d4 plus his casting level, which is 1. So he's got this for 3 rounds. Okay. 3 rounds of paralysis. Okay. So that was Gunther. Mirror Gunther. Mirror Meg is out for this round. She's out for 3 more rounds. Due to charm person. She's dazed. Barrow, our boy. He's asleep. He's asleep. Our Gunther. Our Gunther. Okay, our Gunther is attempting to wake up Mego. Our Mego. Then we have Cassius. Back to Cassius. Sweet Cassius. Okay. Cassius is getting charged up, man. He's ready to rock and roll. He just watched Snope kick Snope off. Right behind Snope was Gunther, actually. So Cassius spies that Gunther just did this spell shit. He's got smoky stuff coming up all around his hands and stuff. So he's going for him, right to his face. He's going face. What is Gunther's AC? 13. All right. Has this purple die been rolling good for us? I guess so. We're gonna give it another shot. No, actually, here we're gonna use this blood-like one for the warrior. Come on, cat. Oh wait, and this. Yep. Nice. Okay. We didn't call a mighty deed. We should have. I don't feel like it's kind of right to do it now, even though he rolled a 3. But oh shit. Oh wait, hold on. That is a critical threat. I mean, a critical hit. So warriors, their critical threat range is 19 to 20, and it grows a little bit more. So he just rolled a natural 19, which is a critical roll plus the 3. So let's roll on a critical chart. That's awesome. Awesome. Until that right there, I was kind of worried. Like half the party's asleep. I was really thinking we're gonna wipe on this. Okay. All right, what's he roll on? He rolls on every critical hit rolls on a different critical hit chart, or something fun happens. Three, and its critical hit die is 1d12. I have plenty of 1d12 somewhere. There you are. Do I have a red one? I do. He rolls a 3. Critical hit 3. Strike sweeps foe to the ground. Inflict plus 1d12 damage with this strike and make another attack on prone enemy. Okay. So he gets to hit him again. Wow. So not only does he knock him down, he gets to hit him again. Okay, so he's doing 1d8. 1d8 plus 1d12 plus 3. 10, 11, 14 points of damage. Gunther only has 13. Talk about neutralizing a threat. Cassius goes like this and flings any of the blood that was in his eye out. He looks across where Snope is Gunther, and Gunther has the gaseous stuff coming up, and he just walks up and bashes him in the face with the long sword, just for drama purposes. He bashes him in the mouth, and Gunther falls, and then he just kind of does this thing and brings down the sword, and ending Gunther completely. Pulls out. Gunther's little gassy stuff kind of dissipates. And mirror reflection Gunther is out. Nice, Cassius. Mirror Picks, when we last left her, was throwing stones. Was throwing stones in glass houses. Yeah, all her targets that she would be hitting with the sling are kind of gone now. Everybody else is up in front. Oh, other than Gunther, she's gonna take aim with her sling and try to hit Gunther, who's trying to wake up Meg. She's dirty pool. She hits 3. Oh, does not hit. That stone does not. It just flies past Gunther and hits the door. Thunk. Thank you for playing picks. All right, Mirror Cassius. Mirror Cassius tried to attack Snope, right? Yeah. And it didn't work. Mirror Cassius. He's either going for himself or for Snope. Even at Snope. Okay. Mirror Cassius, having just watched himself kill Mirror Gunther, strikes out. Moves to a advanced hitting position. Attempts to attack Cassius. 6. Does nothing. Swoofs in the air. Cassius deflects with his own longsword. Ching. Armegal asleep. Our Pix asleep. Our Snope not asleep. Our Snope is definitely not asleep. Next one in his crosshairs is Cassius. Mirror Cassius, who just struck out at our Cassius. Snope runs as fast as he can and hits him. He is going to call a mighty deed. He's going to attempt to hit this guy off the edge as well. Even if it means just hitting him and running with him for a minute. For not a minute, but a quick second. Wow. So who's laying? No one's laying on the floor ground. Snope is other Snope is gone. Okay, so he definitely doesn't. He doesn't even hit. I'm thinking he almost trips. He almost trips over something on the floor. I don't know what though. There's no one lying on the floor except for the people in the sleep, but those are they're behind. Yeah, he almost slipped. He almost falls, and doesn't even he doesn't hit the other Snope at all. No, I'm not sorry. Not the other Snope. The other Cassius. The other Cassius is even though he went to hit and missed, he is able to step out of the way and from getting hit by Snope. So other Talia put everybody to sleep. She's gonna move. No, everybody's like up in everybody's mix. There's not really any. No, that's not true. She could take a shot at Gunther, which is totally evil and totally, well, maybe if it was evil, these guys wouldn't do it. But I think she would move to the edge of one of these triangles, to like the left or right, and attempt to shoot. So I'm thinking Gunther is down in front of the door trying to wake up Megal. She's going to take a shot at him. Is that very lawful, though? Maybe she wouldn't do that, because his back is turned. I think it's more likely, then, that she's going to draw her sword, because she's pretty good with it. And she's going to attempt... Talia, the mirror elf, is going to attack... She's going to attack Cassius. Cat and Cassius are in the front line kind of now with Snope and our Cassius. So she's going to attack Cassius, ours. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. So she gets one action and a move. She's going to draw her sword. And not really move, but she's going to get closer. So that's her turn. Artalia is out. Their Barrow is not. Their Barrow cast that mystical mask last time. He's got a flail. Okay, now he's going to take out his flail. Spiky balls. Gunther. Their Gunther is dead. Peace out, Gunther. Meg. Their Meg. Alright, yeah. So, their Meg. Cast the charm person. Oh no, their Meg is out for another round, so that's 2. She's got 2 more rounds. She's out. Our Barrow is asleep. Right. Gunther. Our Gunther. Okay, our Gunther. Our Gunther, I don't think it's too much of a stretch of the imagination to think he shakes her for a round. He can't get her. He understands magic of any of them because he's a cleric. He's gonna pull out his holy water. He's gonna splash it on her face, or maybe get her to drink it, or do something like that. When he does that, she starts coughing, sputtering, and grips his shirt. He's like, "We need you, lass." So Armego's back in the fray. Gunther is then going to move to Pix. Cassius, our Cassius. What are you going to do, our Cassius? Well, who just tried to hit him? Talia did. He's going to squint his eyes. Mirror Talia. He's going to squint his eyes and swing his nasty longsword at Talia. Maybe with a stabbing motion. He's going to he's going to swing, but he's going to attempt to knock her off the platform. Jeez. All right, so nope. He overcompensates. She is definitely faster than he expected. She's able to leap back out of range of his longsword. He squints eye. Oh, I'll get you. Our picks. She's gonna take a. She's a mirror. She's lawful, but she's not in the mirror. She does no qualms about throwing a stone at our Gunther. I keep rolling off. Let's see. 12. She has 12 plus. Yeah, plus 2, so 14, which is what she needs for. Yep. So that is 1d4, and she gets plus 1. Where are my 1d4s again? Here you are. 1 plus 2. Yes. 3 damage to Gunther. Our Gunther. It as he's moving to their real picks, the stone comes through and hits him square in the shoulder blades, and he screams, or maybe the back of the neck, because he's wearing leather armor. He hits him in the back of the neck, and he almost goes down. Mirror Cassius. Mirror Cassius takes another swing at our Cassius. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I think. I think he gets plus 2. No, he gets nothing. Okay. 9, 10, 11. That's not enough. His longsword. Okay, so our Cassius takes a swing at Talia. He misses. Doesn't notice, and then because he misses, he doesn't react fast enough to the other Cassius, but the other Cassius swings and glances off his scale mail. Saved by the armor. Our Megal, she is going to spend her turn this round getting up. She is back in the fray. Nice to see you, Megal. Pix is asleep. Snope is not asleep. Snope roars. And again, slices and hit. He's going to... He should have did a shield bash last time, but he is going to attack. He's going to attempt to shield bash other Cassius off the platform. Okay. Well, so he rolled the 3 in the Mighty Deed, so that's good-ish, but he didn't make the roll, so it didn't actually happen. So, yeah. That Cassius, Mirror Cassius, finally turns his attention to Snope, realizing that it's not going to be able to take out our Cassius. It's got to focus on the tiny not the tiny terror, but the smaller terror. But he does manage to block him with his longsword, so that Snope's attempt fails. Talia. All right, so Talia thought she was gonna. Oh, she didn't even attack. She just drew her short sword. That was the thing. Cassius Cassius probably should have attacked himself. But maybe that might be weird for Cassius too. Especially now that he's lawful. So Talia has her short sword drawn, so she is going to engage with Cassius. She ain't afraid of no ghost. Talia rolls a 15 plus 2 is 17. So she is hitting Cassius. Oops. 4, 3. Her short sword bites into Cassius's arm, his sword arm, doing 3 points of damage to him. He grits his teeth. Maybe he'll have to take care of her first then. Our Talia is sleeping. There, Barrow. Okay, so there, Barrow did the whole mass thing. He's got the flail. Who did he try to hit? Was he? Oh no, he was drawing his flail. He is armed. People are kind of in the way though. But I think they're kind of blocking, so it's not like he could start walking down, because he's eyeing Gunther waking up the other people. But that's going to be kind of a long walk, and B, he's got to get past Snope and Cassius. So he's going to barge up past Talia and take a swing with his flail at Cassius. Six. He doesn't have many pluses either, like +1. He fails. He doesn't make it past Talia all that well, so his strike is kind of weak and ineffectual. Doesn't even come close. Their Megal is got one more round of being dazed. Our Barrow is asleep. Our Gunther, although he's hurt, sits down, and he pours the rest of his holy water. He only had enough for 2. Well, yeah. He wants to conserve it. He's going to attempt to pour just a drop on Pix and see what happens. And sure enough, she shakes her head. He's like, "We need you, lass." And then he gets up and he moves to the next, to Talia. Cassius, our Cassius. Cassius is beset on all sides, it seems. The other Cassius, his Cassius, is being pulled off him by Snope. So that leaves Talia and Barrow are kind of his main enemies right now. He's squaring off with. Talia, he knows cast that spell, so he sees her as the greater threat. He's gonna attempt to take her out. He's also, if he can, he's gonna attempt to throw her off the platform. Okay, well, he's not throwing her off the platform, but he is succeeding in the roll, I think. What's her armor class is 13. He's doing 11, 12, 13. Yeah, he's just, no, wait. Scheisse. He actually has a -1. So, I think he burns the luck. Yes. Okay. He's going to burn 1 point of luck in order to make that a hit. Oops. Hold on. That should be... So, we're going to burn 1 point of luck in order to make that. That means it comes right off his luck. He can't get it back. Oh, wait, yeah, why am I doing that? He can't get it back. He's down to 9 luck. And we're going to make that a 13 because he has a -1. And our armor class is 13. So he hits. And he's going to do 1d8 -1 plus 2. So +1. Ah, come on. 1. So he's going to do 2 damage. So he Cassius goes in for a. Oh wait, no, he wanted to position himself so that if he hit, he could knock her off. And in trying to do that, it actually worked against him a bit, and she was able to fend off most of his blow. But he did cut into her, like maybe not the face. He sliced across her shoulder, doing 2 points of damage. Bad Cassius. Bad Cassius. Okay. Bad Cassius is taking a swing at our Snope. I keep doing that. So, and he's doing pretty good at it. Our Snope has an armor class of 12. So, yeah, he definitely hits. And he's going to be doing 1d8 plus the 3s. Wow, rolled a 1. That's pretty good. So 4 points of damage to Snope. Bad Cassius does something that he'd seen other Cassius kind of do with his sword. Kind of flip it around and stab it in to over Snope's shield. Hitting him for 4 points of damage. Snope's got a lot, so we're not too worried about that. The other Snope had 20 hit points. He was going to be a beast. Okay, so that's that. Our Megal back in the fight. What you gonna do, Megal? Meg? Right, so our Meg, her hawk has been circling. We didn't really command him before. We really should have, but I was excited about casting Charm Person. So she's sending, first thing she does is send Ormond, her hawk, at Pix, Mirror Pix, because Mirror Pix is sitting back there with her sling and trying to chuck stones at people. And then Megal is going to, she's going to equip her longbow. She's going to pull out her longbow. That's going to take her turn though. So Meg is getting all ready with a longbow and sent the hawk to the hawk can move pretty fast, but it's not going to make it there. And I see, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, it's only like 30, 40 feet. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so the hawk is going to attack Pix. It gets plus 5, no, plus 1 attack. 12? What's her armor class? Is 11. Right on. So it does 1d3 plus 1d3. All right. The hawk screams across the chasm, across that sultry night sky, zeroes in on Pix with her sling as she's trying to load a stone into her sling, and rakes its claws across her face, and she screams out. Okay. Our Pix is getting up this round. Snope lets out another kind of under his breath battle charge and goes in for, or battle cry, and goes in for trying to force Cassius back, mirror Cassius back off the, oh boy, here we go. All he needs, he's, let's see, he's got a, Snope is plus 0. All right, Cassius's armor class is 14. That is a 12. If we burn a couple pieces, oh, he's got a 6 luck already. He's already burned a lot of luck. So, oh, I didn't do this last time. I gotta be doing this. So, okay. He tends to get up real close. He succeeds in getting up really close to Cassius, but he isn't able to, like, Cassius blocks his blow. So Snope goes for the shield bash. He rolls a 1d14. I think I got that right here. Yeah. Oh, it's 16. This is 14. Well, nope, here it is. Okay. 1d14 plus nothing. Okay. Shield bash don't do nothing either. Alright. Talia. Bad Talia. What am I gonna tell you? She's gonna attack. She's in a melee fight with Cassius, our Cassius. So she's gonna roll a 17. Wow. So she's gonna hit his butt and do 1d6 plus 1. She's gonna do 5 points of damage. So she ends up being a better sword fighter than he expected. She parries. Oh, he also had to fend off another attack though, and she takes an opportunity to stab him in the stomach or stomach kind of area and hits him pretty good. He is Cassius is hurting. He's bleeding pretty profusely. He reaches down and holds his gut a little bit. Artalia asleep. There, Barrow. Mirror Barrow. Mia Barrow. Huh. Yeah. Mia Barrow? Get it? Okay. He smells the blood. Cassius is hurt. He's going in for the kill. With his flail. He's hit for 14. Plus 1 is 15. Cassius' armor class is 13. He's hitting him. He is hitting him, people. He is hitting him 1d6 plus 1 for 6 points of damage. And 7, he swings the flail, completely connecting a side of Cassius' head. Cassius stumbles, and he falls back into the sultry, starry night below. Our Cassius is gone. For now. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Meg. Their Meg that's her last round of being dazed. Next round, she's going to be up and ready to rock. Our Barrow, sleep. Our Gunther, he's got a few drops left. Let's say he's got a few drops left. He didn't pour it all out. I guess that's giving him a little too much. He's not going to be able to wake up everybody. He is going to make it to Talia. He makes it to Talia, drips on Talia. The last drops. She wakes up, sputtering. What's happened? We need you, lass. And their picks is she's gonna shoot a stone at. Can she try to kill somebody's familiar? They don't have hit points, so I don't think she necessarily can. But she's gonna take a shot at Meggle, our Meggle, with her sling. 13, 14, 15. She's gonna hit Meggle with a sling. 1d4 plus 2. Ooh, 6 points of damage too. All right, she swings a stone that hits Meggle so hard in the face that she's seeing stars, even more stars. That was a big hit. Our Cassius. Their Cassius. He is attacking. He's in battle to the death with Snopes. He's gonna roll, and he's only gonna roll a 10. Yep, he misses. Snopes and he are kind of equal fighting. Our Meggle sends the hawk to fight, to take another swing at Pix again. Does gladly. 11, 12. Pix's armor class is 11. Okay, yeah, so it hits. And it's doing 1d3. Another 3 points of damage. That hawk circles back and hits Pix again. This time, raking her across the chest. Or maybe a leg. Sure. Our Pix is up. Our Pix is up. Pix is up. Our Pix is up and surveying what's going on. She just watched Cassius go flying overboard, and Snopes is by himself up there. She's gonna race to Snope's side, but she's gonna take a minute to get there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, that's all happening right there. She can do it. She's gonna rush up and let's see, what do we got here? We got Cassius, Talia, Barrow, and Pix. Oh, and Megal. That Megal is kind of. I'm picturing that their Megal, the reflection Megal, has wandered back in her days, has wandered back towards the egg. So, yeah. So, Pix is going to. She's going to take on Talia. She's going to take on Talia. Talia's right there. She's going to come at her with her dagger. These adventures don't give too much to thieves. You know what I mean? It's like a thief's best thing is backstab. But if you're out in the open, how are you getting around to somebody's back? She could try to do that with that Megal, but she's got to get past Talia, Barrow, and Cassius. So it's not like. Anyway. So. Oh, shoot. She rolls an 18. So she's hitting for 1d. I think it's just 1d4, right? Yeah, 1d4. Hitting Talia for 4 points of damage. Okay, Talia is hurting. Pix runs across the bridge, quiet as death, and before Talia can react, she's slicing across her thighs with her dagger. The mirror Talia cries out in pain. Snope. This time he full on roars. He's tired of this. He just watched Cassius go. He's not happy with that. He's not going to die here with himself. He's not going to let himself. Well, actually, it's not. It's Cassius. He's not going to let Cassius kill him. 17 plus 2 is 19. He's definitely hitting. And he's doing 1d8 plus 2. Oh, come on, man. So he's doing 5 points of damage. It kind of hurt Cassius. Kind of hurt him. Oh, okay. So that was his longsword. He slashes. He connects finally. Blood flies with Cassius. Cassius murmurs in pain. Doesn't cry out. Murmurs in pain. And then he's going to try to shield bash him. And that is a successful shield bashing, right? Because he gets to add his. I think we roll this again. I think that's 14. He hits. He's doing 1 to 3 damage with the shield bash, I believe. I think it's 1 to 3. He's doing 2 points of damage. Cassius is hurt-ish. Talia. Mirror Talia. Staring down at Pix, just scraped her or just cut her thighs. She's pissed. She takes a swing with her short sword at the little beggar thief. 5. Pix dodges. Does a little front roll. She's a ninja. Our Talia is getting up. Barrow. He doesn't have anything to cast, so he's going to try hitting Pix as well. And he rolls a 6 with no real pluses. +1, 7. So he misses as well. Pix is dodging both of these suckers. Alrighty. Megal. Mirror Megal. Mirror on the Megal. Okay, Mirror Megal is unslinging her longbow and getting it ready. She's going to try to kill her Megal. Our Megal. Our Barrow is asleep. Gunther's run out of water. He cannot wake up Barrow. It's time for him to get back into the mix. He turns, he looks, and he sees what's going on, and behind him. And he races that way. As he's moving, he's pulling out his. He can do that. He can, you can unsheath your weapon as you're moving as part of your move, instead of taking a turn to do it. Actually, I guess I could have done that in some of these other instances, but maybe they didn't want to get in the mix, I guess. But he's got a staff, so he's moving. He's pulling out his yeah. So Gunther grabs his staff as he's moving down the bridge, brings it up and stops and casts paralysis on his own staff. And he's rolling a 12. His spell check is +1 is 13. He's going to make it. So that's good. Consulting the tome. Consulting the tome. Right. So close. 1d4. 3. I don't even know what white pallor is. All right, so okay, so his with this white kind of almost deathly glow emanates from his hands and goes up and down his staff in his hands. He needs to make a because he rolled a 13. He's got to make a normal attack in the next round. If he succeeds, then he'll paralyze that person. So he doesn't get it for X rounds because of how low he rolled. But he did make it. So that's what our Gunther did. He stopped, cast paralysis on his staff. Now we are at Pix. Pix is taking. She's pissed. She's throwing another stone in, and she's aiming for Meg. Ooh, and it's 17 too. She's hitting for 4 points of damage. We hear a wet thunk, and Megal, stone almost embeds. Oh no, hits her in the throat. There's a crack, and Meg falls to her. The hawk screams. It echoes throughout the dome area, as it flies back to land on her body and die with her. Because I think that's just what familiars do. Or at least lays down, and it's kind of lost. So Megal is out. That was Pix. That was shitty Pix. Cassius, our Cassius is gone. Their Cassius is trying to take out Snope. Well, this is really going back and forth. I thought they were all out. I thought this was going to be over with the 4 going to sleep, but they managed to get back awake. But we are losing quite a bit of people. Cassius going after Snope definitely hits for. Whoa, Shiza. 8, 9, 10, 11, no, 9, 10. 10 points of damage, Snope. Oh, boy. Cassius swings and catches, when Snope hit him with tried to shield bash and hit him, he opened himself up, and Cassius kind of flips the sword down and puts it down into his neck. And Snope has fallen. Our Snope. Our Megal fallen. Our Pix screams out at seeing Snope die. Grits her teeth. and goes for the kill on Talia. Goes for killing Talia. Rolling a 3. Her emotion gets the best of her, and her dagger finds no purchase as she swings at Talia in rage and hurt. Who knew that she cared for Snope so much? Snope is out. Talia. Bad Talia. Bad Talia. Sensing the opening in Pix's emotional state, she takes a swing at her. 12, 13, 14. Pix, yep. She's going to hit her. She connects this time. D6, 3, plus 1. 4 points of damage. Pix takes a hit, but she's a trooper. Pix is not out yet. Artalia is up. Artalia is up and ready to party. She's going to cast Sleep. She's going to attempt to cast Sleep. Well, wait, hold on. Who's hurt right now? Pix. Megal's down. Megal's out. Barrow. So all we got left is Gunther, Pix, and Talia. Oh. So Talia is going to move. She's going to move down the bridge. And she's going to cast Sleep. Attempting to cast it on the 4 of the, well, however many she can get. And she heals, oh, wait a minute, she doesn't want to heal them. So she's not going to move down the bridge. She's going to try to cast it from the bridge. The other one can't counter if she's already gone in this round, which she has. It's only when you're further down the initiative that you can counter something. Come on, Talia. Do not roll a freaking 7, Talia. Talia, what are you doing, Talia? This ain't good. So, nothing happens. In fact, she loses a spell. Wait. Yes, she loses. Damn. So, what I should have done, what I think, is because of the dire nature of this, I think she would have spent Spellburned. But let's see, if she gets another shot at this, she's going to Spellburn. You can use Spellburn to remember a spell you've supposedly lost due to your spell check roll. So if she lost Sleep, we're going to see how that can help her. Maybe she can Spellburn it back. So anyway, she's out. She's not out. She's just, that was her turn. Their Barrow takes a swing at, oh, and he hits Pix. He hits Pix for 1d6 plus 1, 2. Okay. All right. The flail, Pix just barely manages to get out of the way, but one of the balls of the spike balls of the flail does connect with her in the side, in her back. Dirty Meggle. Mirror Meggle. Mirror Meggle now has a longbow. She takes aim to shoot at Talia. Our Talia. She's got +3. Ooh, yeah, she's hitting for 20. Hit 20, doing 1d6 plus 2 is 5 points of damage. Talia takes an arrow in the... Where's she taking an arrow? Not in the knee. Yeah, I'd say in the chest, right here. It's pretty bad. She gets hit pretty bad. She's not out, but she's hit bad. Our Barrow's out. Gunther is not. Gunther. Gunther has a fully charged attack staff ready with paralysis. He's swinging at Cassius. Yeah. He's working at a -1 though. Oh, wait. No. Does he get the crit or not? I may have screwed this up earlier. I'm not quite sure. I gotta double check. If you get a crit, a natural 20, that's a crit. But if you add your modifier, does that take away from the crit? Let's see. Anybody got a thought on that? Maybe based on a different system. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's got to, right? I mean, no, I mean, it doesn't, the modifier doesn't affect it because then the modifier doesn't make it happen the reverse way. It's not like you can roll a 19, you get a +1, you get a crit. So it says a natural roll of 20 is a critical hit. It's a critical hit. He's a cleric, and he rolls on third table, just like warriors. He rolls with a D8. 7. Foe driven back by furious assault inflict 2d12 damage with this strike, and the foe forgoes his next attack. So, okay. All right. He's doing 1d4. He's attacking this guy. He's attacking Cassius with such savagery that he's hitting him for 2d12 plus 1d4 minus 1. And he's paralyzing him if he doesn't kill him outright. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's roll this, suckers. Let's see. Let's give you a chance to check it out. All right. 8, 17, 20 points of damage. So Gunther runs up, screams in rage, hits. He's always imagined himself as being more of a battle cleric than he actually is, and he's not very strong. But his momentum and the magic he's cast, and having watched his friends die, this all combines into this hitting Cassius as hard. Hits him, boom! Hits him again with a staff, bam! And hits him one more time, and Cassius flies off the edge of the platform, and he's out. Mirror Cassius is gone. Good job, Gunther. Pix is up. She's already taken out Megal. Yeah, so she's notching a stone. That bird's gone, and she's going for Talia. 5, yes. She misses with a stone. Cassius. Our Cassius, gone. Their Cassius, gone. Megal. Our Megal, gone. Our Pix, not gone. Our Pix, currently defending herself from 2 different people, goes in for the kill on Talia. Can she kill Talia? She could. She could kill Talia right now. Let's do it. 14 with her little daggers, which is enough to hit her, right, Talia? AC is 13, yeah. So 1d4. She rolls a 2. Pix is going to spend some luck. Rogues can spend luck, and when she spends luck, she rolls a 1d3 for each point. She's going to spend 2 luck. She's going to get 3, 4, 5 out of that. So she's going to do 7 points of damage. Spend 2 points of luck, get 7 points of damage. She skips in to into Talia's arm range and just stabs her right in her armpit. Chunk. And Talia gasps, and she stumbles around, and Pix pulls it out, and blood, and Talia collapses, dead. Mirror Talia is dead. We have Mirror Meg, Mirror Pix, and Mirror Barrow to our Gunther, Pix, and Talia. what is going to happen. This fight is lasting way longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. It's cool. It's cool. This is really gonna look. Something big could happen here. So yeah. So that was our picks. She just killed somebody. Go picks. Go picks. I keep imagining her being. She is little, but she's actually the strongest of the whole group and the most agile of the whole group. She definitely be a nasty little ninja. Snow out. There, Talia is now out. Artalia is still around. Okay, Artalia. So she's got animal. She's got animal summoning, but I don't know. It seems kind of weak right now. She has her short bow. She could go for the short bow, or yeah, you know what? She's gonna do that. She's gonna move, which apparently allows her. She can actually pull out her short bow while she's moving. She's gonna move down the bridge a bit, a couple 20 feet, and she's gonna take a shot. She's gonna walk and pull out her, and she's gonna take a shot at Barrow. Even though he's not flabby, he's still a big target. And she's wanted to do this for a long time. It's her husband, at least a mirror image of her husband. Gives her a little bit of a fantasy playback. So she's hitting at 16 for sure. 16. She's doing 1 to 6. Whoa, she's doing 6. She the arrow sinks deep into Barrow's rib cage. He huffs. It's his turn. He's what is he doing? Yeah, because he had that mask on to protect him from magic anyway, so it's not like she could have really done much. He I think he's gonna take her on. He's gonna walk past. He's just gonna head right. He'd do 30 feet. He's gonna head right for Talia. Like this ends now. He's gonna head for Talia and swing with his flail. Just walk down and just big old backhanded swing with it. 10, 11. Her armor class is 12. Wow, he just barely missed her. He swings and she goes like this, and one goes. Just kisses her nose. Just there, Meggle. There, Meggle has a longbow out. Who we got left? We got Gunther just boofed. Yeah. So Meggle's gonna take a shot with her longbow, but she's got to take it at a minus die because he's much closer than the in her range. So that means she rolls a D16 instead of a D20. Which I had. Okay, here we go. Which I do have 16. Here we go. Rolling a D16, folks. Plus. She rolled a 2. Even with her pluses, that ain't going to happen. The arrow goes wide. She totally misses Gunther. Barrow's asleep. Gunther almost took an arrow from Meggle. He is not taking anything else from Meggle. He's marching right up to her and swinging with his staff. He doesn't have his fancy paralysis stuff right now though. So 6. Even with her bow, she's able to dodge out of the way. Okay, our picks. She's a little farther back in the platform. She doesn't have a clear shot on Talia. She's going to move and pull out her dagger and try to stab Gunther. That's what she's going to do. Who do we have left again? Oh, our picks. Their picks. Okay. Yeah. She's gonna gonna attempt to kill Gunther. She rolls a 5. It ain't happening. Nice try. Bounces off his armor. Cassius out. Our Meggle is out. Our picks. Still kind of loathing the idea of attacking herself, even though she sees that herself is kind of being a pain. But she leaves herself to Gunther, and she zeroes in on Meggle. Races up to stab Meggle. Meg. 9. Meg's armor is 12. Do I want to spend some more luck? What's her hit points at? Meggle's full health, man. So she's just gonna miss. Oh damn. Yeah, the temptation to burn more luck, because thieves earn their luck back. But no, it's not. This adventure's not over yet. They earn them back like 1 a night. So she's not going to do anything. She misses with her daggers. So Snope's out. Their Talia's out. Our Talia's out. No. Our Talia's not out. Our Talia is alive and well. And she's got a dude in her grill. She's gonna Talia's gonna move back and pull out her short sword. But that's all she can do. Mirror Meg. Oh, Mirror Meg has the longbow. Mirror Meg drops the longbow and pulls out the mace. Barrow. Talia steps back and pulls out the short sword. Barrow walks into the vacuum she left and swings his flail. This time connecting with her. Doing 6 points of damage. Alright, so Talia steps back, pulls her short sword. He steps up his flail and goes for the headshot. Completely bashes her skull in, and she falls down. And Talia is now out. Our Barrow's out. Gunther. Well, it's now Gunther and Pix versus 3 people. What do we think? We want to start taking bets? It's now gone on 2 hours. Well, about an hour and a half. This whole fight. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna let's do this. It's gonna be Gunther, and it's Pix, and then it's Meggle, and it's our Pix, and then no Talia. Then it's Meggle and Barrow. Okay. Move these over here. Gunther so he took a swing at Meggle. Pix came in and tried to get him, and he noticed that she almost stabbed him. Meggle is dropping her long bow to go for her mace. Pix is obviously a little bit of a problem. He's going to swing at Pix. He's going to swing his staff at Pix. Mirror Pix. And he totally connects with a 17. He doesn't do very much damage at all. He does a depressing. Well, I think you always do at least 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage. All right. That was Gunther. Dirty Pix swings at Gunther. 3 completely misses. Our Pix goes for Mirror Meg. 9. Come on, man. 9. What the? All right, something that I have not been doing this whole fight. Pix, whenever she sweats now, from now on until she dies or some magic lifts it off her, is going to sweat light. Pix, both her and Mirror Pix, are like lit up like Christmas trees right now. And that actually makes them easier to hit. You get a +2 to hit them, and then they can't sneak very well. So it's a really shitty effect to have for a thief because it ruins her stealth. So she has to keep low and calm and not sweat. But she's sweating now, and she's gleaming like a star. But that said, she doesn't hit Meg. But Meg is going to take a swing at her with her mace. And totally hits her. Totally hits her. 1d6 +2. Well, okay, so it's 3. And our Pix. Okay, so she beans Pix completely in the head, and Pix is out. We are down to... Wait, are we down to just Gunther now? We're down to just Gunther. Can Gunther hold out? Can he hold out to these 3 people? Against these 3 people. That was Meggle. Barrow turns around and heads back towards. And yeah, he can do it. He's going to swing at Gunther. 18. 1d6 +2. 5 points of damage. Gunther is down. The last hit falls on Gunther, and Gunther sees black, and then he's falling into the sky, and there's nothing. Then they all wake. Each, they don't know it, but each of them wake at the same time. And there's somewhere where it's very light, it's very bright, and then there's dark, cloudy shapes. And then they hear a voice. You who have defiled our plane will now stand trial. And that's where we're going to end. Our characters are alive, but they failed in the last test to get the egg. I didn't know if this was always something that could have happened. I was actually planning for them to, hopefully, I was more likely they're going to succeed thinking this battle, but the battle turned out to be a lot tougher, especially when the sleep spell got across right in the beginning. So they went up against their better selves and they lost, which actually sounds awesome. It sounds like just like exactly what should have happened. They went up against the best of themselves, and these were they had gotten really lucky. They had the luck of the gods on their side to get through the ancient keep of the Chaos Lord and survive that first adventure. This was their first level adventure, and they're on a different plane. They're doing things they'd never even dreamed of even happening. It's almost like dream state. They needed to fail here. So, but the story's not over. They didn't die. They were just kind of subdued to a degree, and now they're awakened, and they're going to stand trial with the court of law. And that's where we're going to pick up next week and see what happens. Thanks for joining me. If you stuck around or you jumped in, Narf, I don't know if you're still around or not, but that was super fun. I love doing these big extended battles. I kind of get wrapped up in it. Yeah. So if you're following me now or you're watching me on YouTube, please hit subscribe or follow, and I'll be hitting your feed up every Friday and Saturday night live, and then I'll be running these as reruns throughout the week, and you can always catch up on YouTube. This is a Lich, and Viva la Dungeon!